What's going on YouTube? Dazed here, and I'm bringing you a random commentary, just talking about some things that have gone on lately and what I've been doing and what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, let's get started with a story from last week. Last Wednesday I worked and we had a busy night. So I came home, I did some things around the house, and about 3 o'clock I decided to take a nap. The kids got off the bus around 4 o'clock, and at 5 my son went out, and I don't know why I'm giving times, but he went out to ride his bike on the sidewalk before dinner, and I went to go get on the computer and do some things, and I heard the front door open. I could hear somebody crying. At first, I thought it was my daughter, so I pulled, my headphone off one ear to hear, and she's a little drama queen, so I was like, what's she up to? What'd she do? But it was my son, and it wasn't a normal cry. And when you become a parent, you can differentiate between a cry of, yeah, I hurt myself, I scared myself, or I fucked myself up. And it was my son, and I could tell that he had fucked himself up. So I came around the corner to look, and yep, that's what he had done. He'd fucked himself up. And he had gone headfirst over his handlebars onto the sidewalk and road rashed himself up good. And I felt bad for him, and instantly, obviously, my EMT skills kicked in and my parenthood, and I went into action, and I started cleaning him up, and he's sitting there, and he hadn't seen the damage yet. And he was asking me, what does his face look like? And I'm like, I don't lie, I'm like, yeah, you did a number on your face. And he basically road rashed his nose, his chin, his side of his face, and he had a little scuff on his forehead. And luckily, he was wearing his helmet, which was all scuffed up on the front of his helmet, which, could have been worse. I mean, he definitely could have injured himself more if it wasn't for the helmet. And he ended up also scuffing his wrist up. He had gouged the crap out of his knee. He had another mark on his leg, and somehow on his opposing shoulder he had a mark on the back of his shoulder. So he must have did like the face plant to the tuck and roll instead of going straight to the tuck and roll. But anyway, he ended up, I had to go to Walmart to get more bandages because Band-Aids just wasn't covering up the marks that he had, and I'd cleaned him up prior to me going. And while I was cleaning him up, he says to me, he goes, do I have to go to school tomorrow? And it was Friday, and I was like, well, we'll see. We'll evaluate it in the morning and see how you feel. And he's like, but I don't want to go, Dad. And I'm like, why? And he goes, because I'm all jacked up. And I just kind of giggled. I was like wondering where he came up with that terminology, and he was right, though. He was all jacked up, and he knew it, and he was kind of embarrassed. And I had to coach him into not worrying too much about it. I mean, I held him out for that Friday from school, and then he was supposed to have a baseball game on Saturday, which I held him out of the baseball game because it wasn't good for him to go out there with all, basically all these open wounds until they started scabbing over. But needless to say, we fixed him up, and he's back to school, and he's back to normal, and he's healing pretty quick. So that's a good thing. Also, I've been playing Trials Evolution. That's the game I've been kind of playing. I haven't been playing a whole lot of Black Ops 2 from here and there, but I'm telling you, for a game that's just so simple, it's so much fun, and it's fun to play with other people. If you haven't picked it up, you can get it in the Xbox Marketplace. I paid like, 1,200 Microsoft points, which was $12, and you can get it right now for 900. So if you get it, go pick it up. Send me a message saying invite Trials, and I'll get a group of us together to play multiplayer. You can play up to 4 players, and I've played 3, and that was a lot of fun. I've never played 4 yet, so definitely if you pick it up, it'd be a lot of fun. And I might post it. It's fun to cuss at each other because somebody gets past a hard part. We try to use the hardest gun or hardest bikes on the shittiest maps, and it makes it a lot more entertaining. Also, I'm going to be picking up Metro Last Light. It came out today. Excuse me, a release date was today, so I'm going to be going to get it here shortly, and I may do a Let's Play. I don't know. I haven't played any of the Metro series, so I've heard it's a lot of fun. It's got a good storyline, so we'll have to see about that. If you guys are interested in me doing a Let's Play, I'll definitely do a review on it, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Other than that, I'm just going to be sitting around. Also, I'm getting The Last of Us on PlayStation. That's coming out June 14th, so that's another game I'll be getting. Looking forward to that one. That looks like a lot of fun. But this was just the first half. Second half kind of dwindled down. Everybody left, and we only had like 2 players. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.